Come on! Doug's just being paranoid. It's a coincidence. And Mike Davidson died of a heart attack.
Wrong. Doug had the coroner's report reviewed. Mike had a seizure just like Ron.
Where is Ron?
Stanford Medical. ICU.
Wait a minute. Where the hell are we?
Geez, Rupert, haven't you been reading the material I've been sending you?
Not really. I never went in much for science fiction.
This is our operations center.
No wonder we never made a profit.
Can we focus, please?
Did Mike or Ron have a history?
Of seizures? No.
Really? Even when they worked for the SCO group?
That's not funny.
It's not meant to be. Working for Darrell and his merry band of litigators would be enough to make anyone blow a fuse.
Rupert, just shut up.
You can't be taking this stuff seriously.
This from a guy who brings a bowling ball to our first meeting.
Maybe if you hadn't called it the high-tech corporate espionage bowling league, people wouldn't be so confused.
That was our cover story, you nitwit.
Knock it off, you two.
Sit down, Rupert. AJ, what do we have to work with?
Like I said, not much. Some memos, less than half of what Ron was trying to upload. Mostly about SCO memorabilia and some anonymous collector wanting to buy it all up. And then there's this message that Ron left on the emergency drop. I'll play it, but it doesn't make sense.
Here.
This is KRR 99990. I'm calling a wildfire alert. Everyone who ever worked at SCO is at risk. It was Larry all the time.
Larry's son? Does he mean Doug?
It doesn't make any sense.
People have symptoms before seizures. Maybe he was confused.
But he managed to follow the wildfire protocol for the emergency drop. Could you do that if you were confused?
I sure as hell couldn't do it any other time. Doug alert! Lennox Geek's buying up SCO-swag for bonfire at Burning Man.
Ron died 10 minutes ago.
Jesus.
Doug's authorized travel. We have a chartered plane.
We've got a double murder on our hands.
What? Because someone's buying SCO stuff?
That's what we have to find out.
We can't rule out blowback from the lawsuit. MD was one of the witnesses, and Ron reviewed the code with him.
But they both opposed the lawsuit. It was Darrell who was getting the death threats.
Exactly.
Okay, we don't know who, and we don't know why. Can we figure out how?
I'll give you why. Why are we involved? This isn't somebody ripping off GPL code or a 2-bit patent troll. Let the police handle it.
The police have to operate within the law.
Swell. Vigilante justice.
Do we have access to Ron's laptop?
Yeah, we got actually a full dump right before the EMTs arrived. It's right here. I have a full playback of Ron's last login session. See, here's where he's recording the message for the emergency drop. And now here's where he's running the tar command. Oh, frack me!
What?
Pull the batteries on your phones.
What?
Now, I mean it.
Gee.
I sure as shit hope nobody has an iPad.
It's at home.
Good.
I do have an iPhone, though.
How many times do I have to tell you people? Operational security lesson number 1. No phones where you can't yank the batteries.
Oh.
And your laptops are off limits too. We're gonna need a bigger team. Staff, are you online? What do you think?
Oh, it's a snow crash, all right.
Open death trap.
You are correct, sir.
I really hate you people. Spell it out for me.
Set the way back to 1992, ODT 1.0. We had a problem with a matrix card in X11. A sequence of images cycled at 43 Hertz could induce seizures. We fixed it eventually.
But poor Wu Lu never was the same.
Anyway, looks like someone took that pattern and perfected it, weaponized it.
So we're up against a former SCOite.
Or someone's been digging through our old source code.
So what are we going to do?
We can push a fix across the network. I've been dissecting this nasty new worm called Chimera. I can modify it to find the code and apply a patch.
How long will that take?
Normally, 2 hours and change to cover the globe.
Normally?
It's Saturday night.
Oh,
Netflix.
Netflix.
The backbone's pretty saturated.
How long are we going offline?
No net for 6 hours. Stick with radio for comms.
How are we supposed to keep going over these memos?
We're fully wired for serial with all the Y60 terminals and dot matrix printers you could possibly need.
Does that thing even work?
Well, it didn't at first, but then we found a workaround. All right.
You can access cached data and hard copy, but stay off the network until I give the okay.
Got it. All right. We got all this on backup. Let's start with this lawyer, Boris Weatherby. He was in charge of asset liquidation for the SCO group. We have correspondence between Weatherby and the firm of Silva, Calpar, and Lignum.
Excuse me, someone order a pizza?
How the hell did you get in here?
Who cares, man? Pizza!
I had instructions, really complicated instructions.
Okay. Whose idea was this?
It's pepperoni, mushroom, and olive. Is this from Doug?
Says here it's from Anna Prescott.
Oh. Ha 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 ha. Very funny, Steph.
What?
It's an inside joke. Anna isn't a real person. She's a computer program.
Hey, I think I know you. Did you used to work at SCO?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
What-
What group?
tech pubs. I was a typesetter. It was just a summer internship.
What year?
89 to 92.
What was your login?
Emma Horvath.
Hey, Rupert M.
Hey, one meeting. We have business to get down to. Pay the lady so she can leave the way she came.
Okay, the order was prepaid. But before I go, though, that legal firm you mentioned a minute ago, Silva, Calpar, and Lignum,
Yeah, you know something?
well, it's got to be fake.
Say what?
She's right. It says right here it was just a P.O. box in the Caymans. But Weatherby was real enough, and he dealt with them. Yeah, it says that he's in an asylum in Linden, Utah.
How did you know it was fake?
Because it's the name, it's Latin. Silva, Calpar, Lignum, Latin for trees, wood, forest.
You speak Latin?
Etiam. Come to think of it, a linden is a kind of tree too. And SCO had that cypress tree logo.
Oh! I nominate Emma to join our team.
Team?
Come on, man.
She delivers pizza, for frack's sake.
In Santa Cruz, which means she's got an advanced degree. Let me guess. Master's in comparative religion?
Masters in European history, PhD in philosophy.
I thought all the PhDs worked at Starbucks these days.
No way. Locked up tight by the French lit department.
Come on, AJ. She knows Latin and T-Ruff. She's in.
All right.
What does the job pay?
What did you make when you were an intern?
Nothing.
Great, we'll reinstate you at your old salary. Let's go!
Go?
Wait, we have to bring Emma up to speed.
Brief her on the plane.
Plane?
Yeah, we're going to Utah.
Utah?
We're investigating 2 murders.
Murders?